Hello, and welcome to yet another completely unprofessional unboxing. Scott here, and yes, I am back. It has been a while since I've done an unboxing. Been a little busy with some other things. More importantly, the review I did of Nightmare Over Ragged Hollow, and I would like to thank every single one of you who gave me some positive feedback on that. And with that, I may do another review. Who knows? We will see. But yes, it's unboxing time, and I am here today with a special little package all the way over from the UK. This was a score that was found by my friend Bud from BudsRPGReviews, and it's a rarity. It's a hard one to find. It is definitely one that is behind a ridiculously overpriced paywall, and I must say what Bud found this for and what I paid for it is an absolute steal, all things considered. So without further ado, let's take a look and see what's inside this little beauty and see what all the hubbub is about this game. All right, so now this is an international package. So we have my trusty Coleman camping steak knife here. It has been a while since I waved this around. Still no injuries since episode 1, but there's still time, that we might see a little blood right here. So that'll mean I'll have to change the rating for my video if it occurs, but c'est la vie. It's for the views. So, yes. So this one is extremely packaged. So we'll just kind of take a little bit slow with the unwieldy Coleman camping steak knife. And there we go. Not as hard as I figured it would be. And spin that bad boy around. Go ahead and cut through it. Cut through the other side. Don't stab myself in the chest. And let's take a look here. Make sure there's no personal information inside. Woo, this is a heavy one. Oh, and it's taped in here so it doesn't move. Thank you. And we'll kind of move that one off a little bit. And take off all the bubble wrap, which I save because I'm constantly shipping stuff to friends within the States and also across the pond and points unknown. So if you do a lot of online shopping from third-party vendors and, whomever, I recommend saving as much bubble wrap as you can, because this shit's expensive if you have to go out and buy it. In fact, everything's expensive. So we'll flip this over. God, this is heavy. All right. What do we have in frame here? We have a pristine copy of the Cthulhu Britannica London box set. Now, this thing is ultra rare. This one is very, very hard to find, especially here in the States. And in fact, as far as I know, currently the only copy you could find is, almost $600 for this thing. And I paid, I would call it a song compared to the what it's going for now. But still, let's flip it over and see what it's about. So this particular setting takes place in London in the 1920s. It is the greatest city in the world, a vibrant melting pot of history and culture at the heart of the British Empire. The box set is the ultimate Call of Cthulhu guide to running games set in London, including information on everything from the public transport network and currency to the bustling party scene and the long arm of the law. Do they use that term over there? I don't know. I thought that was strictly an American Western term. But anyways, all right. The secrets of London unveiled. Beneath the glitz and glamour of Mayfair and the Ritz lies a seedier underbelly. For London sits atop its own history. Who knows what secrets lie buried, as well as a guide? Okay, lie buried, ? Scott, slow down when you're reading. As well as a guide to the city itself, this box also provides keepers with all the resources they need to run Call of Cthulhu scenarios in London, from mythos threats and ready-made private club devoted to mythos threats and a ready-made private club devoted to investigating the weird and the wonderful, to 3 complete scenarios. There's no shortage of ideas and advice. as well as 3 complete source books, 6 sheets of beautifully illustrated die-cut handouts, and 4 poster-sized maps provide you with all the resources needed to bring London to life. Box set contains an investigator's guide to London, a keeper's guide to London, adventures in Mythos London, or Mythos, if you're from the UK, 6 sheets of die-cut handouts, and 4 poster maps of London. And this was a Cubicle 7 product. So this was kickstarted, I don't know how long ago. We'll check the date inside, but this was a complete set, the box set, several other books, some cards, some postcards, and this pretty much right here completes the collection. This was the only one that I was missing, and it was something that, I definitely thought I was never going to get. I mean, even when it came out, the retail price was $90, so this was not cheap to begin with. So let's open it up and take a look what's inside, and yeah, my God, it is pristine. All right. Well, at least the outside box set is. This looks like it's just a little dust. Okay. So we got a little map of London inside, obviously just for show. Not usable, I would imagine. Here, you move over there. Carefully. All right, so what do we have here? What is this dust? Yeah, it's a little bit of wear and tear on it. I mean, it's definitely not bad. I mean, I would hope that, the person who purchased this definitely gave it some use, because it is chock full of goodness. All right, let's move you over here. All right, so what do we have inside? This is the Investigator's Guide. So this was written by David Wade and published by Cubicle 7. And this came out is there a date here? I should research some of these things, but I'm wore out from that review. That took a long time for me to do. And no date. Anyways, I'm sure someone can tell me, and I'll find out later. All right, so what do we have inside? We've got an introduction to London in the 1920s, how to get to London from various parts of the world, getting around London by taxi, motor car, and other things, the people of London, shopping in London, technology, communications, and the news, entertainment in London, law and order, and the London Guide, which spans several different areas and chapters. All right, so it looks like it does have some decent art with inside of it, black and white. And as we're kind of flipping through it, yeah, so it's the layout. The one thing I like about this, the layout is easy, 2-column. The font I can read without my reading glasses that I seem to need more and more. So that's always a plus when you get to my age. And dealing with the history and whatnot, how to spend your holiday, whatever, the weather. All right, so yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. This looks like this definitely can provide a lot of the immersive aspect to give you an in-depth idea on how to role play your Call of Cthulhu adventure in London for some time. Now, the Masks of Nyarlathotep campaign does have a fairly exhaustive amount of information regarding London, during that part of the adventure in England. But, obviously it's focused more on the aspects that you need to run your Masks campaign. And this seems to be more open to, running a more out of the box sandboxy campaign if you don't want to focus on a particular published campaign, even though there are adventures and a campaign, I believe, associated with this. Okay. Yeah, this is fantastic and excellent shape. I mean, the pages are, a bit of a semi-gloss, nice thick paper. This is definitely going to hold up for a long time through a lot of use. And an entirely unusable map of London. It's just filler, but still. The different London boroughs, the guide to London. Oh my, okay. And maps of the Tower of London, and so on. So, okay, looks like they were using, I guess I would imagine these are authentic maps of the time that they went ahead and put indexes for the various locations, but, you can't read this. Or at least I can't. So, but I mean, it saves time, then to create a whole new map. All right, so that is and an index in the back, thank God. All right, so that is the Investigator's Guide. All right, so next one out. We have, this is the Keeper's Guide to London. All right, so what does it have in here? So bringing Mythos London to life. Jesus, I can't read today. Dealing with the London streaming, hiding, creeping, and screaming. A keeper's history of London. So, you know, the background in order to flesh out London itself. Various unusual locations. The people of London, you know, certain things like the Hellfire Club, the Ordo Temple Orientis, the spiritualist movement, blah, and so on, and also various personalities here, whether they be historical, I would imagine, or directly mythos fictional related. Mythos threats, mythos spells and tomes, and 6th edition stats. So here we go. So again, the layout pretty much the same. The artwork, I would imagine, would be geared towards the horror. Yes, the horror aspects of the game, and not just the historical aspects of London. Kind of similar to how the Cthulhu by Gaslight is. The Investigator's Handbook that I picked up at Gen Con. A wonderful book. I mean, no shortage of information and material in there to really flesh out a Cthulhu by Gaslight scenario from the player side. But there pretty much is very little Cthulhu-related material in there because they're coming out with their own Keeper's book for it. So yeah, so this is divided in a somewhat similar way, which is nice. It keeps it mysterious. I know I groused a little bit about it not having much in there, but I did get it early, way earlier than expected, so I can't complain too much. The profile pictures are very well done. Definitely. If this is something that you wanted to, if you had the PDF for or make a copy of or whatever, you can definitely print these out and use these without issue. All right, so looks like there's a bit of scenario seeds and a scenario in the back, I think. Was there? Or is it just scenario seeds? Yeah, it looks like scenario seeds and some tomes. And we finally have another index in the back. Yes, thank God. Thank God. Indexes are good. All right, and we got a little green book here. What is the green book? I don't remember. Ooh, props. I love props. Okay, so adventures in Mythos London. So we have 1, 2, 3 adventures. Terror on the Thames, the poor souls who dwell in light, and the non-Euclidean gate, along with some 6th edition stats. So, all right. So I'm not going to dwell too much on this. This is an adventure, so don't want to show off too many spoilers. But again, the uniformity of the artwork in this book is fantastic. Now, I would have to imagine. All right, so just looking at this. So we have some hand-drawn characters here, but then we have some more fleshed out. I'm willing to bet there's a good possibility that these pictures right here are either creators involved with the game, I do not recognize them, or Kickstarter backers that paid to be within the book. I could be wrong, but who knows? Because why would there just be 2 of that aren't uniform with the other bit of artwork? And they seem to be more photorealistic, and I don't know, look a bit more modern than some of the other drawings. So, and that's cool. I enjoy when they do stuff like that. As long as they keep the look well within the framework of whatever it is they're doing. There are some that look just ridiculously out of place. Like they took a picture of someone's trip to the Colorado River and just, put the head on top of a monk. No. Sorry, the monks did not have a mullet and bulletproof sunglasses on. So, yeah, so that's the adventure. Again, so 3 good-sized adventures, which is great to get you started and get you rolling within London. So hopefully those cover various aspects so you get to enjoy, the important parts of the city. And we have a large variety of handouts here. And so, yeah, so I think this is for the adventure. And these are great. These are thick cardboard. I mean, well, not cardboard, but thick cardboardish paper. I forget the term of what they're called, but yeah, these aren't flimsy at all, and they're well done. I mean, the details on some of these things are fantastic. Some of the handouts that come with a lot of Call of Cthulhu adventures, I mean, they're not physical, but some of the printed stuff, it's a bit kind of, it's okay. It's okay. It's not all bad, but every once in a while you run across one where it's just like, seemed like someone just didn't take enough time for it, or worse, it's a handwritten document in someone's script that you can't even read. I don't know if that's just because of the person doing it or the trying to garner the authenticity of it, but I mean, Jesus, come on. Remember, it's still a game. Like this little note right here. I mean, this obviously is done with some sort of font. Even though it looks handwritten, it's still legible and you can read it. All right, so yeah, so those are physical, and ooh, looks like there's more. Okay, so those were punched out, but I was assured that all of the ones that were punched out are complete. Wow, God, that's a lot. That is awesome. And then we come to my favorite part of any box set, the maps. So let me set this aside, and we'll start with, ooh, again, this is thick paper. Oh, okay. All right, so London town. Yeah, I mean, it's legible. I mean, this isn't my favorite look for maps, but at the very least, you can read the words. As far as the details of the area are concerned, it's a bit much, but nothing you can't work with. But this is very busy. Not as busy as the Wolfrop maps. Those you got to get out a magnifying glass to read the details, but that's because it's in color. At least this being, somewhat off-white and blackish font, you can at least read it. But again, it's more of a prop than anything. So a bit of authenticity there. I cannot fault them for that. All right, so what else do we have here? All right. Looks like this is a detail of a section of London. Yes, near Trafalgar Square. And yeah, so I don't know London. I couldn't tell you exactly, what this is including here, but it's I would imagine it's either just various details that are cited within the book, so you can at least have a general idea of where they are, or something to do with the adventure. So we've got Broad Street over here. What's some other highlights that I can at least point out? Let's see, Trafalgar Square, Piccadilly, Circus, and so on. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know London. And then, ooh, this is cool. And we have the county bus services map. Oh, this looks neat. This looks cool. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Yeah, see, this still provides some authentic detail, but a lot easier to read here. And yeah, so this is something that I could, as much as I enjoy maps, I can pore over something like this for hours, just for fun. This is absolutely wonderful. So the London Transport Museum Collection. Oh wow! So this is a real map, I would imagine. Huh. I'm curious. Does this one have a sidebar telling you what it is? Yes, it does. What does it say? From the London Transport Museum Collection. So, interesting. So these are reprints of authentic maps. That's cool. I think that's really cool. And I would imagine this one is too. From the London Transport Museum Collection. And this final map here. Sorry, I'm bouncing stuff around because I got to get the map in the view. Again, other kind of illustrated details. I see Hyde Park and other aspects here. There's Parliament. Look, kids, Big Ben. +5 for anyone who knows what that joke's from. Look, kids, Parliament. Oh, Big Ben. Yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. So this is a well done and excellent box set to provide you with, seems like everything you need for the most part to adventure in 1920s London. So I can see why this is definitely a collector's item, if it's as rare as people claim it to be. And this is something that would definitely be more than just something that sits on the shelf to, either go up or down in value. This would definitely be something that I would want to play. Hopefully someone may have a PDF that I could borrow, because I really wouldn't want to take much out of this unless I had to. The props, of course, but for the most part, would like to keep the actual box set as pristine as possible. But there you are. So yeah, that's everything in the Cthulhu Britannica London. This is a quality item. It's a shame it's out of print. It's a shame it's extremely hard to find. I could see people, not just from the UK, but pretty much all Cthulhu fans, utilizing this and having an excellent time. Not unlike the Berlin book. Maybe someday, I know that Chaosium has been kind of on the reprint trip right now. They did the original Call of Cthulhu, which is a fantastic thing. They're doing ElfQuest next. Granted, this, there may be some licensing issues because this is a Cubicle 7 product. I don't know the details of that, but if there is any possibility that either they could recreate something as nice as this or possibly reprint it, even though I doubt it, just from, paging through it and looking at it, not really going into too much details, but just seems like what it provides, this would be something that you might want to definitely check out if possible. If this is available in PDF, again, you're not going to get all the wonderful fiddly tidbits and everything inside of there. But, if this is something that you can get in PDF, again, not aware if you can or not, definitely seems like something that, you would definitely want to try to see and pick up. So there you are. So I know it's been a while, but this has been yet another completely unprofessional unboxing. I thank you so much for popping in and taking a look at this. And again, thank you for all the nice comments on the review that I did. If you get a moment, check out Titterpigs, the tabletop RPG podcast that I do with Keith from Rolling Boxcars. Take a bit of time to take a look at his site for wonderful RPG and game reviews on there. And everyone, until next time, have a wonderful day. Where's the button? God, I can never find the damn button. Bye.